What's up? Let's see, y'all heard what I said, wrestling podcast. These be top down. None. All Elite Wrestling. Live from Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. It's Double or Nothing, the 3-year anniversary. There was no Double or Nothing special match or casino battle royale, no big ass chick hanging from nowhere. But damn, it was a packed card. Damn it, when I say packed, it was packed because it went over midnight. It was over 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
Go off to the 12:40.
God damn, it was packed. But we ain't gonna watch it around. Start straight in with the buy-in tag team match. It was Danhausen. It was Hook. It was HookHausen. They was going up against the team.
First
premier athlete Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling, who has a lot of fucking clients. Well, he
wrestling too.
Yeah, and the motherfucker wrestling too. But early on, it started off with a lot of Danhausen doing this little dumb shit, walking around the ring. Then they started whipping his ass. And then when Danhausen finally got a move in, he went over to Hook to get approved one. Patted Hook on the shoulder, and that counted as a tag. So Hook came in and started fucking everybody up. And then Hook went over to him. Danhausen tagged himself in, put his foot on Mark Sterling, and got the pin. And Hook just looked at him, and that was the debut of HookHausen as a team. Quick went on the buy-in. The match that started very late into the buy-in. Some of the promo videos was longer than this match, but hey, we finally got HookHausen, and it happened on a pay-per-view stage event. How you feel about that?
It was cool. Is they actually going to make them a tag team? Is this actually going to become a thing?
Yeah.
Or is it a one-time thing? Is Danhausen really all elite? Are y'all going to send Hook?
I mean, both of them, the crowd already loved both of them. They wanted them to get together.
Yeah.
So I think they should test them out as a tag team. I mean, you already got Mr. Rampage Hook. He's on this singles match. You gotta see how they do as a tag team.
Yeah, it's no problem, especially he was walking around for 3 months eating chips. So we gonna see. But they started off getting the crowd hyped like they should, because the speculation of Saturday was Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, Knicks, a meet and greet. People were upset, and they said there was a red-eye flight back to New Jersey. He was going home. He wasn't going to show up. They had Dave Meltzer talking about Goldberg was going to show up. Anyway, they started it off with MJF because he's better than you, and apparently you know it. He was in the building. He started off the show. Wardlow came out handcuffed. Security, no song still. And they started off with MJF running from Wardlow, just continually running around. And then they finally got in the ring. MJF about to get powerbombed. He bit Wardlow. Then they went back and forth, and then he gave him a finish poke in the eye. Got the upper hand, but it wasn't enough, because at a couple minutes this turned into a 10-15 minute squash match with just Wardlow just delivering the most iconic powerbomb symphony I've seen. I think it was a total of 9, maybe 10 powerbombs. 10 total. And then put his foot on him, got the big win. They stretched MJF off. This might be something bigger. Definitely to do with the missing meet and greet. But Wardlow, as they said, is finally all elite. Which he's been all elite. But, you know, playing to the storyline, he's no longer under the tutelage of Maxwell Jacob Freeman. It's time for a big push for Wardlow, I hope. How'd you feel about that? Wardlow finally getting the big one. MJF taking 2 straight losses.
It was cool. I didn't think the match was going to be how it was. Almost basically a squash match. Many people wanted to see like a straight up match. Like them going at it and showcase how good Wardlow could be, and not just throwing them down power bombs.
Yeah, I think maybe like something happened. Well, depending on what happened with MJF, I don't know what's going on with the situation, but where like Darren was saying, like a lot of people did want it to be like an actual Olympic match, instead of basically a 10-minute squash match. But you know the crowd loved Wardlow. He was feeding into the crowd, and I actually think it is legit heat with MJF, because like if y'all noticed, remember his promo from 2 weeks ago when he was in Long Island.
Oh yeah.
When he was talking about the American roller coaster, Cody Rhodes saying, drawing a shot at Tony Khan, talking about 2024, basically when his contract up, asking about when he gonna pay him his money. And now you look at the situation now, but he missed a meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta actually see what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah.
But I want to see what's next for Wardlow after this one.
Yeah, that's big. We definitely gotta see what next, but he on the fast track. It's a title coming soon.
Yeah.
But next, it was Legends against Future Legends. It was Elite versus the Elite. It was the Young Bucks versus the Hardys. And this was a damn good match, but to be honest, you gotta give almost all the credit to the Young Bucks because they handled this match. They dominated most of the match, and halfway through the match, Jeff hit a move and it looked like his boot kind of like split from the bottom, so he was moving funny the whole match. And he already moves funny like something already wrong with his ass. But there's a lot of times during this match. I mean, Hardy's team was trying to pull off a lot of their old moves, but this wasn't 1999 no more. And it was pretty much the Bucks pulling off all the moves like they've been doing to make the match exciting. But anyway, at the end, I mean, we had some side effects on the aprons. Brandon Cutler got fucked up a couple times, but at the end, a twist of fate and a swanton bomb from Jeff. The Hardys get the big win. And before I ask y'all, I already said this, I feel like the Hardys are the CM Punk equivalent of the tag team division. They legends, but they are their prime. But you gotta get what you can out of them. With them coming to All Elite, they even said it on Dynamite themselves. This is our last run. We're gonna try to make it their best.
Right.
You gotta take advantage of them now. They gotta get the tag team wins now. You gotta get them at least one good tag team push and probably a title before it's the end of their run and they just taking losses to make everybody look good. So they had to get this win, and hopefully they will be the ones to take the titles from Jurassic Express. I'm calling it now, bold prediction. The Hardys take the titles from Jurassic Express at All Out. Get their last title run going. That'd be good for them. But how did y'all feel about this? The Elite is the one over Elite.
Pretty good damn match. They was going back and forth. I was surprised, but like y'all said, like this might be their last time. And with Jeff just coming, 2 months ago, a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like they really did need this one if they want to push them towards the tag team titles.
I think that was the best decision. Like y'all said, you just brought Jeff into the company, so you gotta establish wins. And them being like you said, they both legends obviously, but they're the older team. You gotta establish them as the more team because also the Young Bucks absolutely had nothing to gain from the match, from winning the match.
Not a damn
You don't
thing.
think so?
No. I mean, he was already just
Not beating the Hardys?
I mean, obviously beating
Most
another.
tag teams
Obviously beating
I mean, they'll
another
have
tag
plenty of
team.
chance to do that.
But yeah, they might fight again. Also, it's the Elite, the Young Bucks. They gonna be there for the long time running.
Yeah.
And they already been tag team champions, so.
You're right. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we get to our first title match, and it was for the TBS Championship. It was Anna Jay of the Dark Order who came out for the save earlier this week, going up against the undefeated 31-0 TBS champion of that bitch show, Jade Cargill. And you know the baddies was at ringside. Speaking of the baddies, not even 5 minutes into the match, they was out there, bitch, and a fan. They both got double D. Kira and Velvet both got double DDT, and then Sterling came down that bitch trying to cheat. And then right after that, Johnny Hungy came down that bitch, fucked him up. And then right after Johnny Hungy dipped and got rid of him, here comes the debut of Stokely Hathaway, formerly known as Malcolm Bivens in NXT. And he looks at Mark Sterling and looks at Jade, Anna Jay and Jade at the top rope. She slips up, she getting distracted, and after that, it's an avalanche Jaded, still undefeated. This is a decent showing from this is a very decent showing from Jade. She's definitely getting better. Yeah, still undefeated, still your champion. It's her. And after the match, they started trying to beat up on Anna Jay. Statlander came out for the save. They was ready to bank her. And then another debut, a couple minutes apart. Formerly known as Ember Moon, back to her Indies name, Athena. It's All Elite. And Malcolm Bivens is like he's taking over Mark Sterling's spot. He's now the manager of the band.
Too many clients.
How y'all feel about that TBS title? Jade still the champion?
Pretty good. Jade with another good show. She's still the champion. I'm just waiting for her and Athena. But let's get it on.
It's actually gonna be interesting to see actually how that goes. If she actually gonna be with him, she was Mark Sterling the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now she's still undefeated. Ain't nobody stopping her no time soon.
No,
like we
sir.
already said that
No,
she
sir.
want to go on the rest of the year.
I think she's going undefeated the rest of the year.
Yeah, so
I don't think she has that title until
Jade Cargill,
sometime in 2023. I don't think she's losing in 2022. I mean, she's gonna get her shine on, but we're gonna see what's going on with her next. And the baddies moving forward under the province of of Stokely Hathaway. But next, to me, possibly the best match of the night. It was a trios match. It was the Death Triangle, Penta Oscuro, Rey Fenix, and the Bastard Pop going up against Brody King, Buddy Matthews, Malachi Black, the House of Black, brand new entrance. Penta come up there, jumping over it was high spots everywhere. It's impossible to just tell you all the shit that happened in this match. Like at the end, I got a black mask on my fucking Pop. I mean on Penta. And then I got another black mask on Rey Fenix. And then when he was about to get one Pop, he ducked. Pop should kick the shit out of him, and he fell in a place for a black arrow. But as he was balling for the black arrow, lights went out, and it was Julia Hart, face painted black like Malachi, missed to the eyes on motherfucking Pop, and that just led to a finishing fuck that. I don't know. I just think he got it down, and he just kicked the nigga, and that was it. They ain't do no finishing.
And he did the black mask again.
Yeah.
No, he did the black mask this time, man.
Oh, he did Black Mass and won.
Black Mass them. House of Black is the win. The newest member of the House of Black, Julia Hart, helped them. Death Triangle looks like they lost this feud, but damn, that wasn't a good ass trios match. And these motherfuckers make it look good. How'd y'all feel about this match right here? High flying class.
Good ass goddamn match. I wanted the Death Triangle to win, but I guess they trying to build up the House of Black. Death Triangle been there almost since the beginning. The House of Black been pretty new. They giving them all these promos and stuff, and they need to build them up and beating a team like Death Triangle, make them look even more vicious.
Yeah. I'm calling it now. House of Black, first AEW Trios champ.
Yeah, he gonna get that.
I know y'all waiting for Kenny to come back so y'all got the elite, but they gonna lose.
One of the top matches of the night. Like you said, like Darren was saying, they're relatively, like obviously a new trio, saying Death Triangle been there since the beginning. So this is the way they really needed to win more, and that was good storytelling. With Julia Hart, because we seen the Dynamite that we went to from like 3 weeks ago, where
she was teasing.
She was just teasing, just standing in the ring like she wasn't going to do
like,
nothing.
I'm scared.
And now she actually joined them. She's you know she joined with her face when she had the mist, man. Her face was painted.
House of Black.
House of Black.